Charlie, this looks an interesting machine. Tell me about it.
Okay, it's a horse-drawn steam fire engine dating from 1908, built by Sham Masons of London. As far as we know, it's one of only about 5 working in the country at the moment. There are many steam fire engines in museums, but to keep them running is quite involved, as you can appreciate.
And it's owned by the Bedfordshire Fire and Rescue Service?
Yeah, it's owned by Bedfordshire and Luton Fire and Rescue Service, and there are a small group of volunteers, ourselves, mainly retired and serving firefighters, that run it and take it around to shows throughout the year.
And how did you restore it?
Well, originally it was owned by the Duke of Bedford. It was purchased new by him in 1908 and went to his estate at Thorney in Cambridgeshire, near Peterborough, hence the name Thorney. The history's a little bit vague, but from what we understand, the Duke sold his estate there a couple of years later, and it went into storage in Woburn Abbey. We do know that during the war it was seconded by the National Fire Service and painted wartime grey and issued with a wartime number, and was based at Thorney. After the war, again, it's a bit vague, but we believe in the 1950s it was either given or presented on long-term loan to the Bedfordshire Fire Service, where again it spent time in storage until the headquarters was built at Kempston in the 1970s, I believe, and it was a feature point in the foyer. Around about 1981, the managing director of W.H. Allen's, which was a large boiler company in Bedford at the time, attended the headquarters for a meeting and saw it and said to the chief officer, that would make a good project for my apprentices. Anyway, it was agreed and it was taken down to their factory, and they spent time. They didn't do a lot to the actual boiler, but they did some cosmetic work to the paintwork and got the pump sorted.
And what happened last year, you said?
Last year, yeah, well, that's 25 years after Allen's did it. We last winter we stripped it down. The 4 of us took the metal and woodwork down to bare timber, etc., and repainted it. Gave it 12 coats of paint, all hand done. The only professional was the sign writer. None of us had done anything like it before, so but we're quite pleased with the result.
And it's been taken all around the country, I believe.
That's right, yeah. The season usually starts around about the second weekend in May. Our first one is normally a steam show in the Portsmouth Historic Dockyard alongside Victory. And this is the last one, apart from the Brigade Carol concert in December at Woburn, which we normally attend. And then it's a mad rush to strip it all down again, ready for the boiler inspector, because obviously being a pressure vessel, it has to be inspected every year to make sure it's safe.